your senior Bearcats. Number 1, Elijah Smith. Number 2, a sophomore, Sean Sullivan. Number 3, a senior, Michael Escobar. Number 4, a sophomore, Haid Hernandez. Number 5, a junior, Juan Kung. Number 6, a senior, Gabe Corcoran. A junior, number 7, Denison Reed. A sophomore, number 8, Michael Sullivan.
How about the mic check? Is it good?
Number 12, Maddox Medlin.
We're hot.
A sophomore, number 13, Ty Thacker. A sophomore, number 22, Caleb Cox. A sophomore, number 24, Brody Peters. A senior, number 33, Jaden Felix. A junior, number 36, Jeffrey Richmond.
You want to go and roll?
A senior, number 45, Colby Davis.
And welcome, folks, to the Bearcat Foundation broadcast of Homecoming 2022, where the Bearcats will be taking on the Pocola Indians, Pocola Native Americans.
Well, as they unloaded off the bus and we was walking into the stadium, they were warming up tonight, Glenn. Looked like they got some pretty good athletes across the field from us tonight.
So you're trying to say we once again lost warm-ups?
Which is not uncommon. I mean, it's a pretty common occurrence that we lose the warm-ups. With the fight and the grit that this young Bearcat team has shown throughout the first 4 games of the year, 3 games of the year, then it's they'll be in for a battle tonight no matter what.
Absolutely. You know, especially you focus on those lines of scrimmage on both sides of the ball, especially that offensive line where you got 5 sophomores starting. And, you know, you've been told by some of these old head coaches, I won't name them by name, Randall Horton, Ken Marshall. I'll take a bad senior over a good sophomore, and it's just because that's one of those positions that really requires maturity, you know, mentally and physically, in order to be able to be effective at it.
That physical maturity that they're going to gain, muscle mass and everything else, they may not have the skills, but that muscle's there to overcome some hurdles that they're going to face.
What really made last week's performance that exceptional. You saw, you know, I kept mentioning Kyler Hasty, and you go down through them by name, but everybody's improving game in and game out. And I went back to watch a little film, and you see Kyler progressing to the point where you had some fourth quarter plays where he had genuinely dominated his guy. And really was impressive considering not only is he a sophomore, he's surrounded by sophomores, and really was a good deal. Joining us up here on the press box tonight, we got the Bobby William Wallace, and got Cody on the other camera. And we got Kyler Hasty's big brother,
Liam
Hasty. He's our new Don. We even have the old Don up here.
We even got the old Don sitting behind. He's sitting over their shoulder taking a look at it.
Don himself. He's looking over those glasses judgmentally, just like we got.
Nothing's changed.
Exactly.
We still do what we want, Don.
No, I'm totally scared of you, Don. Trust me. Bearcats about to go through the run-through. We had a wonderful homecoming ceremony. The best part about homecoming is it's over. And I lost quite a few brain cells this year. A lot of hairspray and fingernails flying. And
well, you had one out there in the court, so.
Tell you what, it's horrible. But we got through that ceremony, and the queen of 2022 is none other than Carmen Puckett. Super proud of that girl.
Couldn't go to a more deserving.
Absolutely. You like it when you could cheer for that one whenever it happened.
Okay, Bearcat fans, are you ready for some football?
They're about Mike Hobson is calling the Bearcats on the field. We're 50 seconds away from the start the countdown.
You know, walking in here to the stadium tonight, Clint, I ran into an old Bearcat alum, Cliff Scherer. Oh! I told him he could come up here and take my spot if he wanted. He said, I just assume still listen. Trying to figure out what the tribe's over here waiting to bust through their run through.
I don't think you can say that.
Why not?
I don't know.
Oh.
Just told they keep on.
I'm sitting there looking at the big chief on their bus.
Still not supposed to say it. I think we're still going to say it. Bearcats won the toss, elect to receive. Bearcats will be out here on offense. You're going to see a very balanced offense this year. They're about 50-50 in yardage produced. Got about 480 yards passing and a little over 500 rushing, and the attempts are 2-to-1 rushing to passing. And so Gabe Corcoran has been very effective.
That's what I was about to say, Clint. It's been the ability to be effective with the pass when they go to throw the football. They're making plays with the ball. They're catching the ball. First game of the season, we had 2 or 3 drops there early, which hurt us. But since then, Gabe's been very effective throwing the football when he's been given time.
And also Elijah Smith.
I thought our numbers were down a little bit, but Pocola's even got fewer numbers than we do.
Averaging about 12 passing attempts a game, and with that, you got a little over 10 yards per attempt, and he's got a 60% completion average, so he's very effective on the year. Numbers throughout the state, you mentioned the numbers, Anthony. The numbers throughout the state are down in football, and that's really unfortunate. The ones they've got out there on the field are certainly past the eye test. Kickoff is away, and it's a pooch kick. I say he dribbled it forward. Not really an onside attempt. Maybe it was.
I think they were trying to catch us off guard, and we were not caught off guard.
Short kick to the 40-yard line. Bearcats will have.
Tell you what, 14's a tall kid for Pocola.
Very tall, and he moves really well for that. Kind of got that tall, lanky build. Bearcat offense takes the field. Backfield will be Jaden Felix and Colby Davis.
And the first drive of each game has been a pretty productive drive for the Bearcats. So see if we can find a way to put it in the end zone here.
Jaden Felix goes right at that strong side. They had 2 stand-up linebackers. He's going to roll over the top. He should have gotten 5. They're going to give him 4.
Looks like he gets about 4.
Yeah, they marked it just a hair short because he was on top of the defender.
On top of the defender. He should not have been down until past the 45 there, but it's going to be 2nd and 6.
I couldn't tell if that was a design cutback, kind of a counter move, but he got out there, and he likes to cut that back into inside anyway. So
he seeks the contact, doesn't he?
He thrives for it.
Another handoff to Jaden Felix. This time goes to the left side of the line.
Again, gets another 4 yards. Ball is 48.
Another 4-yard gain right there, going right at him, right up the middle. And that's going to bring up 3rd and very short here, or 3rd and short at 2 yards.
Right on the count, 3rd and 2. Gabe Corcoran's taking the call from the sideline. Got 11 minutes left here in the first quarter. Bearcats just getting started if you're joining.
Going in that Bearcat Wildcat here. Oh,
Jaden Felix carried. He's got the first down and more. Got the edge, as Anthony was saying. Going to be a gain of about 13 on the play. Going to be field down to the Pocola 39-yard line.
You know, he was really wanting to bust that up the middle, but they'd clogged it up pretty good. And the guys on the outer edge were able to seal their blocks plenty good, and he bounced it out there and had nobody touch him for about 4 yards.
And he's going to get more after contact. Going to the shotgun here. Still got both backs in the backfield with him.
You got your quarterback lined up out here wide.
Okay, we're going to the Wildcats. So it's just something that Coach Bentley said in the coaches show that they, in hindsight, wanted to do more of last week. They feel really good about this formation because it's almost impossible. You're going to outnumber the box with this formation. Pocola still with 2 safeties. They're going to dive forward right into that. Jaden's looking for a hole, and he finds it. He spins away from a tackler. He's still on his feet down to the 20, down to the 18-yard line.
More, but
well, it's really interesting that correct me if I'm wrong, Anthony, but on that Wildcat play, it looked like everybody just fired off forward. There's no pulling, nothing. They just fired off forward and let Jaden pick a hole. And again, it's opening up on that left side. Look at Pocola's defense. Their 3 down linemen are all on the left side of the Bearcat offense.
The Bearcats are coming off the ball.
Time. Anybody on the right side stand up.
First and goal for the Bearcats.
Yeah, they're coming off the ball good, and just almost like a zone attack right here. Where hey, you go block head up and let Jaden pick a hole.
Because that one, again, kind of looked like it was designed to go to the right, and then he cut it back to the left. Again, you got those 3 Pocola linemen down on that left side. This time Jaden is looking to the outside. Again, he spins towards the close.
But, we don't get line up in the I formation very often, but when we do, it's usually pretty effective for us.
Very effective. It was last year when we saw it. It kind of debuted it.
And Hai punches in another extra point here.
Hai Hernandez. We talk about him catching the ball and kicking it, of course. But he's the leading tackler on the team with 26 tackles. He's playing that hybrid safety spot that Mena's, you got to go back to Mark Wilson and, and the
Mark, Justin Dean,
and his brother.
Yeah.
What was his name? Jordan Dean. You've just had good safeties over and over.
And what's
Jackson Doherty?
Jackson played it, and I'm talking Sam and Max is great.
Yep. Another good one. That's Mark. Oh, yeah, well, it was oh, goodness.
We suck.
That's terrible. We're going to get fired. Hai Hernandez is lining up to kick it,
but you've had a long line of guys that play that position well and come up and attack.
So when you say the safety is the leading tackler, that's not a bad thing in this Bearcat defensive scheme. And the majority of those have been, even when Craig wasn't the head coach, of the names we've named, almost every one of them played under a Craig Bentley defense. And he likes to use that safety with a run fit.
Yes.
And it's usually a strong side run fit. So
we'll take over 1st and 10.
We got to talking over it right there, but I think that's the deepest ball Hai's kicked into the end zone. That landed almost 6 yards deep in the end zone right there. I got to look, and he does have a little bit of an aid of a wind behind him, but, man, what a leg.
Wow.
What a leg.
That's a special thing we're getting to watch here with Hai Hernandez. Kid, he might be doing that at the next level. Bearcats with 3 down linemen. You got Colby Davis walking up. It's a linebacker position, but he's going to be a stand-up end, basically. Pocola with 2 receivers out to the right. The Bearcats right. Great tackle. It's thrown out there. I'm going to say that's
not Aaron Cox.
Yeah,
no.
Caleb, but no,
that's
was
Escobar.
Escobar.
Escobar come up.
Perfect tackle. Going to be a gain of 1 on the play. Going to be 2nd and 9. And we were talking about the warm-ups, and they've got some athletes at those 4 skill positions at receiver.
So we're gonna have to make plays just like that. We're gonna have to come up and make sure we make the tackle. Otherwise, they could take it to the house on us.
Pocola's going to pack it in here. They got 3 backs in the backfield. Single receiver spread out to the right. Quarterback's going to keep it and head straight up the middle, and there is nothing. Bring up 3rd and 6. Sean Sullivan with the tackle. He's back off a concussion.
Good to have him back on the field, because even though he's a sophomore, he's a playmaker for him.
Both Sullivan brothers. Big 3rd down here. Again, you got 3 backs in the backfield. Quarterback's going to keep it. They're going to head to that weak side, and he gets to the edge.
They had the numbers on us right there.
They sure did. That was almost from the beginning with that alignment. That's one of those things that's got to be corrected. Be interesting to see how you do something like that, because I bet that's a look they didn't see on film.
Well, and it's
you had that overload.
You have the overload here on the right side, and you just got to be strong on the back side, and we weren't quite strong enough there.
Looks like again with 3 backs in the backfield. Quarterback is going to plow forward. He's going to go right into that Bearcat defensive line.
Number 6.
Gain of
about 3 yards right there, and
2nd and 7.
Gain of 3.
being tough up front. I mean, we're not giving ground.
They've been a spread offense and throwing the ball around quite a bit. Looks like they're trying to attack the line of scrimmage here early on. This time they draw back to pass. Quarterback looks out to the outside, and it's almost picked off. Oh, Caleb Cox. Almost an instant replay of what we saw last week.
Well, I think that was Sean Sullivan that kind of jumped him and got his hands on it and knocked it away from him right there.
Okay.
Both of them had a play on the ball. And if Sean hadn't touched it, I think Caleb come down with the ball.
Caleb Cox is showing a tremendous ability to change directions.
So that's going to bring up, what, third down right here, Clint?
3rd and 7, 6:22 left here in the first quarter. Pocola is able, with that weak side dive play, to pick up the first down, the first set of downs. They're going to have a penalty here.
Should be false start on Pocola.
We've already got the signal. It is going to be false start. So the 3rd and 7 is going to be turned into 3rd and 12. 6:22 left here in the first quarter. Score is still 7-0.
I think they were trying to draw us off, and they backfired on themselves.
Got 2 receivers split. Make that 3. Quarterback still directing traffic. Big 3rd and 12 play here, Anthony. Look like we're bringing heat up the middle. Brody Peters got a completion. It's going to be well short of the first.